to know about over-the-counter birth control pills. Support for and interest in over-the-counter oral contraceptive pills is widespread and growing. Oral contraceptive pills meet the FDA standards for over-the-counter sale. Consumers can accurately assess their eligibility for using contraceptive pills and use them effectively. Oral contraceptive pills have been available over the counter in other countries for many years. Policymakers must expand the range of available options for over-the-counter purchase.
After watching that video about the importance of over-the-counter birth control, I wanted to try and share a little bit more information about why I believe government involvement in women's reproductive rights should be more limited. Over-the-counter birth control is of vital interest for a high demand of women. While birth control's common side effects could call a need for doctor's visits, the government should allow access to over-the-counter birth control because it's far safer than some common activities and even some other over-the-counter drugs. Because over-the-counter birth control could lower the rate of unintended pregnancies could lower taxpayer dollars, and it could lower abortion rates. Most women are knowledgeable and responsible enough to care for their own reproductive needs as well. A self-screening process on side effects of birth control could be more influential than financially limited doctor's appointments. It is in the United States women's interest to allow birth control to be over the counter. In a 2011 national survey of 2,046 U.S. women, 62% said they supported over-the-counter access to the pill, and 37% said they were likely to use an over-the-counter pill if one were available. This is coming from Over-the-Counter's OTC working group. The pill is safe for a large percentage of women. People in over 80 countries can buy the pill over the counter, as you saw in the video, and with a pharmacist's advice, you could help find the right pill for you. Without a doctor's visit and annual treatments, those without health insurance could be able to afford the pill as well. Liberalism is defined as a belief in the value of strong government to provide economic security and protection for civil rights, combined with a belief in personal freedom from government intervention and social contract. This being said by Politics in America. The government is not contributing liberty if they're telling other people how to use their body. A group of people can create ideals for the American government we live in, but each person will not be happy in the end. Laws and constitutional agreements are put in place to keep us safe and respect one another, but are not to control us and how we use our lives. A controversial ruling, Lawrence versus Texas, stopped a state law about homosexual sodomy. The ruling is expressed with liberty gives substantial protection to adult persons in deciding how to conduct their lives and matters pertaining to sex, said Gaddy and Dye in Politics in America. The Constitution leaves an open end for the extension of the right of privacy, but the word liberty that is in the Constitution defines the American people's privacy endlessly. In 1965, a Connecticut law prohibited the use of contraceptives, and this played a challenge to Estelle Griswold, who had opened a birth control clinic in the state. The Supreme Court endorsed Griswold's challenge and found that although there is not a direct reference to birth control in the Bill of Rights, there is a right of privacy. According to Justice William O. Douglas in the penumbras formed by the emanations from the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 9th, and 14th Amendments, various guarantees create a zone of privacy. Would we allow the police to search the sacred precedents of marital bedrooms for telltale signs of the use of contraceptives? That the very idea is repulsive to the notion of privacy surrounding the marriage relationship. This is from Gaddy and Dye in Politics in America. Abortion has become such a split issue between pro-life and pro-choice that it has been a significant problem in America political issues for 3 decades. Following Griswold's challenge in Connecticut, encouragement from other groups of abortion rights came. In 1969, Norma McCorvey desired an abortion in the state of Texas. Texas has a state law prohibiting abortion except when the woman's life was in danger. McCorvey's case became Jane Roe and is now known as the Roe v. Wade case. In Keith Gaddy and Thomas R. Dye's Politics in America, it states, the Supreme Court ruled that the constitutional right of privacy, as well as the 14th Amendment's guarantee of liberty, included a woman's decision to bear or not bear a child. The court held that the word person in the Constitution did not include the unborn child. Over-the-counter birth control could save taxpayers billions of dollars because it could lower the rate of unintended pregnancies. Sonfield and Koss said U.S. government's expenditures on births and abortions and miscarriages resulting from unintended pregnancies nationwide totaled $21 billion in 2010. The total gross potential savings from averting all unintended pregnancies in 2010 would have been $15.5 billion. This is less than the total public cost of all unintended pregnancies. Insurance programs and government-funded pregnancies experience high percentages of paid births because of unplanned pregnancies yearly. With an access of birth control for the lower-income citizens, these unplanned pregnancies would most likely have a declining rate and would save taxpayer money. Allowing birth control over the counter does allow risks, as there are common side effects of birth control. Those side effects including menstrual spotting or bleeding between your menstrual cycles, sore breasts, nausea, headaches, etc. The Oral Contraceptives Over-the-Counter Working Group said in a research study, while some women face risks associated with using the pill, research shows that with the help of a simple checklist, women can determine if the pill is safe for them to use or if they should consult with a healthcare provider to discuss other options. Ultimately, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, decide on the access of birth control in the nation. But with more evidence building on the safety of birth control, there's a chance you could see it over the counter soon. The FDA also gave access to the over-the-counter emergency contraceptive Plan B, but that took many, many years to make that decision. While this has been an effective measure, there is still a necessary desire for consistent contraception over the counter. Planned pregnancies mostly end in a healthy outcome for families and the children themselves. The less likely desire for abortion could also end the split pro-life and pro-choice issue that has been nearly defying the American government for many decades. The government can make a change to these problems, rely on our liberty, and our right of privacy to make decisions on the rights of a woman's body. Thank you.